Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. 88 Mustang GT Convertible. Now listen, they made a lot of these cars. They probably made a couple 100,000 of these vehicles during the run for 1988. But when you find these Fox body Mustangs, which have become the collectible type of Mustang, and you could find one with 23,708 original miles, having original paint on it, a spectacular optional package like the leather seats, power windows, the air conditioning, the upgraded factory sound. I mean, this car is so stock. A couple small modifications like an upgraded wheel and tire set. We do have a stock set also if you want that instead of these. That goes with it, and it's the the round hold wheels that you would normally see on LXs and some of the GTs. But anyway, it's just I'm so excited about the car because first off, I grew up in the 1700s before cars had actually come out. That's how old I am, and that's how long I've been doing this. I'm a used car salesman, of course, that we make all of this stuff up as we go. But what I really wanted to show you was that this is one of those eras of cars that's not only affordable, but first off, it's low mileage. And low mileage cars continue to go up in value because they can't be replaced. You can restore a car and things like that, but they have this saying, it's only original once. And this is one of those cars that, first off, is super original. We're gonna walk around, we're actually gonna electronically meter the paint to prove and show you that it is the original paint on the car, which is pretty cool when you think about it, that 25 years later, that this car still survived with low mileage and original paint. So let's take a peek around at that first, okay? And this should be in between 4 and the 5 range, and these are mils of thickness of paint. If it jumped to like 9 or 10, then we would know that it was painted at a body shop, because the factory paints a car in like a hospital type environment, and it's very uniform all the way around. So it's in between 1 and 2 mils of every panel on the meter. So let's just check that out and we'll keep on rolling around. And I like to do this because this is pretty cool. So what do we say here? That's 4.5, 5, 5. So it can be anywhere from 4 to 6 would be natural factory paint. 5, 5. 4, 5. This is cool, man. I know this may be boring or whatever, but I think it's neat because somebody has really, really loved this car, and they've taken really good care of it. I mean, the leather's so supple inside the car. And as I keep checking out the car, and they've really, I mean, more importantly, it's not scratched and missing pieces of paint and just a wreck. It's just a nice version of this car. It looks spectacular still. It's held up really, really nice, and that's probably why the paint looks so good, and that's probably why the condition. If this car was red or black, those cars tend to be, raced and things like that. This car is a triple white convertible on top of it. So we're talking about the Oxford white paint, the white leather interior, and a white convertible top. And triple white is awesome. I have to tell you, just the touch of the Cobra rims on the car, the 17-inch, with the red calipers, looks really nice. If you wanted it bone stock, like I said, we have another set of those rims too. So let me do this. I want to open the hood for you so you can take a peek under there. All right, so cool. So this is kind of nice too. This is like that legendary power plant, the 5.0 with the fuel injection. And again, we're talking about power disc brakes, power steering, air conditioning, power convertible top. So you're getting this kind of cool, great driving muscle car that's still like a daily driver livable thing. It's not carbureted, so it's super easy to start. And it doesn't matter what the temperature is. The air conditioning is nice and cold. It's like factory stuff that they've worked all the bugs out of. And this is just a really nice engine compartment. And more importantly, a lot of the original decals, okay, and stickers are still in place here 25 years later, which is amazing that something like that could happen. I personally probably could not take care of a car this well for 25 years, so I'm always very impressed by it whenever I see something with really low mileage that's in really, really good shape. We'll check out the trunk. All right, this is cool, man. I know this is not a big deal and whatever, but like the trunk still stays up. That's not all worn out. A lot of times these things flop down. The tag lights still work. You say, well, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal, these are 25-year-old items on these cars. These things wear out, they break and whatever, and it can be sometimes very expensive to fix them, and like these kinds of things are working. I love the louvered taillights, the rear apron with the Mustang GT call out. It's just one of those times of this car in this era that's still really cool, and people love these cars. the body style, for some reason, has really held up well and has this huge following. All right, so we move inside here. The one recommendation I might make is that we change this boot right here to a white boot. You know, there's really nothing outside that says black. This in a white boot would look really, really nice. It would definitely set off the white interior. So we'll see if we can get one in that color. All right. Okay, so let's check this out. I love this. This two-tone interior is really, really nice. So we're talking about. I just want you to see how supple and nice the leather is in this car. I mean, it is really, really nice, and it's got like the stock radio still in here with the upgraded version with the equalizer built in right here. Cassette. You can't even buy a cassette player anymore, which is the only thing this thing needs now is an 8-track tape player. Keep in mind, during this time of this car, although it looks semi-modern and things like that, the CD wasn't even out yet, let alone the DVD, the MP3, the iPod. I mean, none of that stuff existed, but still you get some really nice stuff in here too. All right, so power windows are over here, power locks, cruise control. Of course, during this time period, they mandated 85-mile-an-hour speedometers. Clearly, this car goes way faster than 85, but that's all they were allowed to put in these cars. Even some Porsches during this time period had 85-mile-an-hour speedometers because it was a government law, and then they finally killed it. Okay, they thought if it only said 85, people would only go that fast, but that quickly went away. It's got a tachometer, it's got full gauges, power top, right? Air conditioning and climate control right here, power mirrors, just done up right. So I think it's one of those nice cars that even the mats, man, look good. This original carpet in the car, the dash is held up well. So somebody's like garaged this thing most of the time. Otherwise, things would really be shrunk, cracked up, and things like that. I think it's probably somebody drove on the weekends or what have you. When you think about it, 23,000 miles on it, we're talking about probably less than 2,000 miles a year somebody drove this car. Less than 2,000, that's just, you know, it's almost unbelievable to even think about that. All right, so closing up the video here, there's a couple small little updates on this car. Or upgrades that you can't see. For instance, it has a free flow exhaust on here, which makes the car sound really good. And it has the upgraded wheel and tire set, which I think modernizes the car a lot, but you can get the stock set if you'd rather have those, so we have those there. You know, and then as we've gone through this whole car and we've recognized that the ridiculously low mileage of it, the fact that it's triple white, got a white leather interior in it, a white power convertible top, just all those little things about the car really make it nice. And I just think that as these cars continue to go up in value, and the reason why these ones especially are going up in value is because first off, people love this body style, and secondly, the really low mileage. I hate to keep talking about it, but you know, we've never had one with this low mileage, and I haven't found one yet anywhere that even comes closest. So this could be the lowest mileage. First off, I'm sure it's the lowest mileage triple white convertible in the world, but it could be the lowest mileage 88 convertible. So anyway, an awesome car. Call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.